Hey guys, thanks for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to take a look at the January update for Arc Raiders. It's 1.11.0. So the main focus of this patch note really was that they're nerfing both the kettle's fire rate and the actual trigger nade, so both the detonation time and the actual blast radius, which I think are both needed nerfs in order to keep the game a little more balanced, because right now people are basically just taking in grenades and they're not even trying to shoot you, they're just trying to nade you to death. If you guys are new here, then I go by NickyT and I love creating tech, gaming, and PC related build content, so if that resonates with you, please subscribe as you watch this video. If this video helps you understand the patch notes a little bit better too, please drop a like and then maybe hype this one up for me. It helps me reach a new audience and really grow this YouTube channel. Okay, so onto the patch notes. The kettle. So basically the kettle had its fire rate reduced from 600 to 450. 600 rounds for the kettle is extremely fast. Even if you have a high CPM rate, I mean, that's extremely fast. That is like unloading your kettle. Like, I don't even think I could get that. I actually do want to go ahead and actually test this to see how fast I can fire it, because I have a CPM of like 8.5, which is pretty high. The previous fire rate was only realistic reaching players by using, so basically players were abusing macros. There was a few times I was killed by the kettle and it was like literally delete, like you would just get deleted by it. I mean, there's definitely people abusing it, so I'm glad that they're adding that in. If anybody exceeds that 450 now, it's going to be pretty easy to pick up by if somebody's abusing a macro, basically. The trigger nade. So as you guys know, basically this game has become only trigger nades. Like literally, if you play PvP at all in this game, it's just trigger nades. Literally, people are just throwing trigger nades. They'll bring in 12 trigger nades. They'll waste 3 to 6 to 12 trigger nades on that one fight alone trying to kill you. And it's ridiculous, man. So I'm so glad that they fixed this. I streamed the other day and I'm not kidding you, I think I got 300 trigger nades thrown at me in that stream. It was ridiculous. So basically what they're doing is they're trying to rebalance the way that they're used, which I was saying this even in my stream. I was saying like all you have to do is really reduce that blast radius a little bit and then add an increase from when you can detonate it, so you actually have a chance to dodge it. I personally think, I don't think in like nerfing everything into the ground or it's unusable. I think it's just how it's intended to be used is how you nerf things, which it seems like they're going in the right direction. The damage fall off, definitely, like, dude, they would throw it and it would hit you and blow you up from like around a corner, or if it was in front of a column, it would like wrap around the column and still hit you. And I do really like the delay. So I think the delay alone is the best nerf to it. That balances it, because right now they can basically throw it and as soon as it's anywhere near you, they can just auto detonate it. So I think the idea of it needing to, like, they want it to be used as a sticky like C4 nade. So now 1.5 seconds, I feel like that's pretty good. So this should give you more time to react and make it harder to detonate midair. Now keep in mind, I want to test this, if this even makes a difference, because if somebody's throwing this from far away and it travels more than 1.5 seconds, then they could theoretically still detonate it. So I want to test that. They could still theoretically detonate it immediately. I think it should stick and then it should be 1.5 seconds after that, but we'll see. I'm going to test that out. I didn't even know this was a thing, a keycard exploit that allows players to keep room keys after using them. I mean, like, people, I just don't understand why people can't just play the game. Like, use your key, move on, get another one. I had so many keys I couldn't even use all of them just from picking them up. I don't understand people. Lighting has been lowered in some areas on Salamontto's night raid, making flashlights and listening more relevant. I mean, you can't hear anything with the 400 shredders that are on the map, so I don't understand that change. I just don't get what, like, do they not play their like PvP games? Like, if you're in a PvP game, like literally you can't hear anything because the shredders are chasing you. Like, you can't even hear a team coming up on you. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand that change, but I guess we'll see. I mean, I think it's cool if you're in those like PvE lobbies where everybody's kind of like helping each other. I could see the benefit there. Like, I understand why the shredders are in there, to make the PvE lobbies more interesting, and they have to have those stakes. But in the PvP lobbies, the shredders just like literally ruin everything. You can't hear anything when there's a shredder near you, and there's more often than not, there's 1 to 3 shredders right on you when you're trying to do anything, especially fight another team. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll get in there and we'll test it all out. All right, guys, so we've loaded into the practice range and now we're going to test out the trigger nades. So detonation timeline here. So I'm going to throw it at the dummy and just see how long it takes to detonate, to see if we can see a noticeable difference or not. Yeah, I mean, there is a detonation time now. If you guys saw that, it definitely had a delay. So now what I'm curious about is if I throw it a long distance and high, can I detonate it mid-air? So let's say we want to throw it at that other dummy right there. So let's say the dummy is 30 meters away. Try to aim it at it. Can I detonate this in the air? I don't know. That's tough to say. Let's throw it way up and see if we can detonate it. So you can detonate them in the air still. So if you guys are far enough away, you can still detonate this upon impact. You just have to figure out what that range is, which that's still going to be a problem maybe, but a little bit further away, you can at least dodge it. So I think it's a good change. Now we're going to test out the kettle and I'm just going to spam click it as hard as I can to see if there's a difference. I can tell you right now, it's harder to shoot. Yeah, because I used to be able to unload this thing and I can't do that anymore. There's definitely a noticeable difference with the kettle. That's a good nerf. You can't just dump the clip anymore. You can still shoot it pretty fast though. I guess we'll just have to see how well that translates into actual gameplay. Because you can still shoot it pretty fast, but there's definitely a delay. I'm gonna try to spam click it with my other hand as fast as I can. Let's see. Yeah, it almost like doesn't take the input now. Okay, well, that's gonna wrap up the testing. I think for this, it's pretty straightforward. I don't think you really need to test too much. I think overall good changes. I think the kettle is absolutely broken. A kettle 4 could basically dominate you at any range and it would delete you faster than any up close weapon. So I think that's a good change. And literally this game has become arc naders instead of arc raiders. So I think the changes overall are really well done, and I think they are very impactful changes. So we'll just have to see. I think we'll just have to see how well it translates, but I think I'm just going to end the video right here. It's pretty straightforward. I think overall a pretty straightforward change, and if you guys want to see more testing live, then definitely come check out my channel. I love to stream and love making content on arc raiders. So again, if that resonates with you, please subscribe and drop a like on this video so it can reach more people, and again, maybe hype this one up. I'll see you guys on the next video.